Okay, here is a quick demo of our enterprise version of the project management, collaboration, communication, and documentation all in one package that is driven with AI in such a way that's built with the object messaging and intelligent object technology stack that we've developed for this purpose. As you can see, there are lots of menu items here, but these are basically inboxes with different names, and intelligent objects arrive and they move themselves to the appropriate box within the appropriate tab, depending on what they are, because they're intelligent, they know how to navigate to this transitional UI. As you can see, this looks like a traditional UI with menu items and tabs, but it's quite different. And I'll point out what the differences are. Here, I'm looking at the inbox. These are objects that have arrived, and they know that they need to see them. That they require my attention. They've been assigned to me, or somehow I've been identified to relate to them. As you can see, these are different things. Because it's a software project management tool, I've got features, assignments, bugs that have come in. So if I look at, for example, this bug or this task or this feature, I can see it's delayed. I can see the exact real-time status, what stage it's in. It's in backlog. I can click on one and start examining the communication that's been happening between different stakeholders about this particular. I can look at the details of it and what it is and what the priority is. I can look at all the documentation attachments if they are involved in this. I can hold a conversation, immediate conference call with all the stakeholders, and that communication will occur right here real time, and the actual conference video will get stored and saved by the object itself. It can also be processed by the LLM within the object and understood and memorized and remembered and queried later. So that's the one package integration of all these different aspects of project management, which included the communication. So the object is responsible for maintaining all the information it's about itself, including who the stakeholders are and what the classification of the stakeholders are, what information each stakeholder is privy to, and at which point the object presents itself with the latest information to the stakeholder's inbox and awaits a reaction if needed. And here are some of the other options here. For example, the dashboard. I can just quickly, real time, look at all my projects. And as you can see, I get a real time view of these are delayed projects. This one is on time. I'm interested in my DevOps project, why it's delayed. I can drill in and see, well, it's delayed because everything seems fine, except that one item is frozen, the other one is delayed. I can look into the frozen item and see exactly, well, what's going on in the production line. Looks like it's stuck in the back end development, and it's somewhat delayed here. The date was supposed to be 13th. It's done on 25th. I can open up the communication channel and start a dialogue here about the object within the object itself. Now, these are not separate chat channels. These are communication information that the object itself carries. Like I mentioned, I can, by double clicking here, I can start a conference immediately with all the stakeholders. Or I can read what's going on. I can actually ask the object itself to create a summary. So let me know exactly, summarize the whole thing so I don't have time to read what's going on and look into every aspect of it. So I ask the object itself for a summary description, and I immediately become up to date. But this is just the tip of the iceberg. The real value, the real core intelligence lies in the fact that there's a brain in the system, and that brain is the Maestro Amadeus. I can come in here and have a conversation without really knowing what the user interface is. I can come in and say, list all delayed projects, for example. Um, Here, the system is thinking now is a response. This is a list of all the delayed projects. I can ask questions like list all active sprints. These are all the active sprints. System queries actually sends messages to all the intelligent objects and gathers them, and the main brain essentially lists all the active sprints. I can drill in. I can ask any question about anything that's going on in the system about projects without having to point and click using the user interface. You can even hook up a microphone and use natural language instead of typing and talk back and forth. The system will respond with natural language, or I can say list items that contain the word meeting. So there's maybe all the features that are being developed about meeting. Um, the system will again sends a broadcast and allows all the different intelligent objects to respond, coagulates, compiles them, and lists them here. As you can see, actually, not only it's listing what items contain the word meeting and that are related, but they also it creates a reference for me, and I can actually click on a reference and go look at that object or directly navigate to any of these objects that are referenced here. Yep. So this is navigation to the actual object. Does an automatic search. I can see that was the object. It was released. So hopefully this gives the flavor of what this new technology is all about. And here we've accommodated some of the traditional UI as well as the natural language UI that users can use to interact with the entire system. Hope that was useful.